This is a story that happened at my uncle's house. Among his neighbors was an old woman about 85 or 90 years old. She had a disease that was curable, but she was poor and didn't have money for the treatment. So, she chose black magic to cure her disease. Every day, some people would see her going out of her house at night around 1 to 2 a.m. and coming back around 3 to 4 a.m. One day, my uncle, Rajan, asked her out of curiosity where she went every night. She told him, "I go to the burial site. I have a guru there." She continued, "I go to him every night for some rituals. But from now on, if you ever see me at night coming back from there, do not call me or scream my name because when I come back, I'm not alone. They also come with me." What she meant was that when she returned from the burial site, some spirits came with her too. Now, this is the story of the lady. As I mentioned, she had a guru or something at the burial site. He was the one who taught her black magic. He told her that to cure her disease, she had to kill 3 people. 1 teenage boy, 1 newborn baby, and a newly married woman. What happened was a teenage boy named Adifir died of viral fever. It was very sudden. Just after his death, a newborn baby died too from fever. Everything was happening very suddenly. After the 2 deaths, one day, that lady visited my uncle Rajan's house. She came to my aunt, Suman, and was trying to talk to her. She was touching her back, her hair, and was asking her, "Are you noticing the smell of cooking rice?" My aunt said yes, even though she was not cooking rice. It was like the old lady had hypnotized her. She used to come and ask for random stuff. After that, many incidents started happening with my aunt. First, one day, my aunt was in the kitchen, and she was sure that she had turned off the stove. But when my grandmother went into the kitchen, she saw that the stove was still on. An explosion could have happened if she hadn't seen that. Second, she used to see figures and shadows that others couldn't see. The scariest part about it was that she used to see Adifir's spirit everywhere. Whenever she was alone, she would see Adifir's spirit. Third, she used to hear crying at night every day. One night, she even saw that Adifir was standing on a terrace of someone's house, looking at her and crying loudly. After all these incidents, my Aunt Suman became suicidal. She was frustrated. So one day, my grandfather called a priest. The moment the priest stepped into our house, he sensed negative energy. He told them that she had become a victim of black magic. The things she used to see were not actually there. They were just illusions that someone was making her see. Someone had done black magic on her, making her see things, ultimately trying to kill her. That's why she thought that she turned off the stove when it was actually still on. The priest gave a holy charm to my aunt and told her to wear it all the time. Since then, she has been okay and doesn't see those things anymore. On August 25, 2004, in a village in Gapong City, South Korea, a man working on road maintenance discovered the body of a woman. The woman was wearing a light blue one-piece dress and no underwear. He immediately called the police, and the autopsy revealed that her cause of death was asphyxiation. The victim was identified as 23-year-old Kim Ji-yoon, who had dreamed of becoming a school teacher. CCTV footage showed her getting off a bus around 8:30 p.m. that day, but her whereabouts afterward remain unconfirmed. She was scheduled to visit the Office of Education that day but never arrived. About 3 hours after she got off the bus, her credit card was used at a gas station approximately 20 minutes away from where her body was found. According to the gas station attendant, the person in the car had rolled the window down only slightly to hand over the card. However, the employee could not recall the exact type of car, only that the fuel tank was positioned slightly higher than usual. Since the gas station had no CCTV at the time, further details about the vehicle could not be determined. The investigation confirmed that Kim Ji-yoon got into a van after getting off the bus. However, why she entered an unfamiliar van remains unknown, and the identity of the driver has not been established. Some speculated that she may have been hitchhiking, but her friends stated that she was very introverted and unlikely to do so. A profiler speculated that at some point during the ride, she might have sensed something was wrong and asked to get out of the van. Since her body showed no signs of physical violence, it was theorized that the perpetrator likely verbally threatened her, instilling fear and preventing her from calling for help. This led investigators to believe the perpetrator was highly experienced in subduing women and had likely committed similar crimes before. The police later identified Kang Ho-sun, a notorious serial killer in South Korea, as a possible suspect in the case. Kang murdered 8 women over a 2-year period starting in 2006. His strategy involved driving his victims in his car for long periods before killing them. It is also discovered that Kang had served in the military near the area where Kim Ji-yoon's murder occurred, and his wife's family lived nearby. Kang is currently in prison. When arrested, he confessed to luring women into his car under the pretense of offering them rides, intending to sexually assault them. He admitted to tying his victims' wrists with stockings, strangling them, and abandoning their bodies in remote areas. In some of the cases, he even burned the cars he used to erase evidence of his crimes. A profiler noted striking similarities between Kim Ji-yoon's case and Kang Ho-sun's other murders, including the victim's phone being dead and the cause of death being asphyxiation. A man who spent time in prison with Kang Ho-sun shared this chilling observation. Whenever he had time, Kang Ho-sun would draw on A4 paper, and he would always draw women's faces, pinning them to the wall like some kind of exhibit. I once asked him, "Who are you drawing like that?" He replied, "I just draw them from magazines." But to me, the drawings didn't look like celebrities. They looked like ordinary people. Among the drawings, there was one of a woman wearing glasses. According to the police, one of the 8 women that Kang Ho-sun murdered was a woman who wore glasses. People wondered if the face of the woman wearing glasses that he drew might be Kim Ji-yoon. However, this connection remains unresolved, and the mystery surrounding her case lingers to this day.